Have you ever had that thought where you kind of want to die to see who cares?
Yes, dude.
I think I want to make my video for the memorial thing, the funeral service. I want
Yeah.
to make the video because I want to make it like filled with dark humor.
And I think I maybe did it one too many times to the point where he actually sent me a really long message where he was basically scolding me. And I'm not gonna lie, he was like, don't come for the rest of the week.
What is going on?
What's going on, guys?
What's good, y'all? I'm your boy Mast.
And I'm Mix.
And this is Woof's Web. We are Woof Logik.
I believe it's episode 49.
Yeah, we're almost a year running strong, baby. And then same thing with Maple Alley, actually. If you guys want to go check out our latest video, go check that out at Maple Alley on YouTube.
Solid bowling video. You did great with the editing this one, Mike.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Jonathan and I go back and forth with the editing. So I want you guys actually, if you guys could distinguish who edits which episode, let us know.
Besides, if I didn't know who better, I still can tell it just because.
Think so? What are the style differences?
You for sure add more sound effects.
Mm-hmm.
I think Gazelle adds more like lower thirds and like titles and stuff into it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's more like I guess like a phase into like different like scenes and stuff.
Okay. That's it.
Off the top of my head right now, yeah.
I try to I think even he's admitted to it, like we try to match each other's styles to kind of give it like a cohesive
yeah
to the videos. So that's kind of why I try leveling up my editing, because I know sometimes with the older episodes I kind of just like did like not half-assed, but I tried to do the simplest versions to just get it over with. But I think getting into these last two videos is kind of like gained a stronger passion towards editing, for me at least. You know, I actually want to put in more effort, and that's kind of I think the whole New Year's resolution thing, mm-hmm. where I said like I want to like just kind of like do better or be better with the whole content stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think that just kicks in my head when I'm editing, because sometimes it's like I'm fuck man, I don't even want to do this shit, I'm too tired or whatever, like, oh, I gotta go finish. Well, luckily with the clips, I've been knocking them all out in one day now. Usually I'll fucking do one a day, and I just like, there's just some days where I'm just like, oh, I'm not in the mood. But lately, every Monday, I just think about that, like, all right, work hard, bitch, stop being a little pussy. And yeah, I wake up early now on Mondays again, because for a while I was like waking up like at 11, 12, even 1 p.m. I was like, fuck, I hate that shit. It just wasn't me, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know. I got like a lot of motivation right now. So, but the editing, anyway, yeah, the editing has been really fun. I actually want to learn more stuff. I've learned a couple of new things. I think maybe you'll notice in the last two episodes where it's kind of like out of the unusual.
Yeah.
So I really want to learn a lot more, because it'll be cool to do like kind of like Mr. Beast style editing, or just like crazy shit. There's a lot of crazy shit they do.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we'll be hiring a whole ass team of editors.
Yeah, that's another thing you got to remind yourself is like you got to baby steps, because you want to do all the crazy shit. And even I noticed that with the music. It's just like, you know, you got to do baby steps, you know. The you got to be patient and learn one thing at a time. Because when you start trying to learn all these fucking multiple things, it's just like you don't really go progress nowhere.
Yeah, because none of it sticks really.
Yeah, because I've even seen like producers when they talk about like, stop worrying about sound design so much, and because you're just like spending so many hours playing with the noise, playing with the synthesizers, and it's like nothing progresses. You don't have a song anymore. You just have like that cool little sound.
Yeah,
you spend like a whole day on that one little sound. So yeah, and that goes with everything though. Really, when you're trying to like learn too many things all at once and then put it all in together once, like what's that saying where if you try to spread yourself too thin, you really never get to dial in on one thing, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. There's a couple of different ways to say it. There's that way. There's like 50% and some is better than 100% none, or something like that. And then there's like a jack of all trades is a master of none, or something like that.
Oh yeah, and sometimes I always think that I'm like that, where I'm like I'm really good at being average at everything, pretty much. I think there's some strengths to me. I think where obviously like DJing stuff.
Yeah.
For the most part, like work ethic, but like there's a lot of things where like I'm just like ass at too. But I feel like once I try to be good at something, I can be like pretty decent at it, you know. Some people are I noticed are really good at being average at everything.
Yeah, they just have a knack to pick up things easy.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, how's your day, boy? How's your week?
You know what? My week's been kind of because I fucked up my phone service.
Go ahead, explain why.
So I've been having T-Mobile for like the longest time, and it's been like I've been paying like a really expensive phone bill, and this is after even like paying off a phone that got stolen at Beyond. And so I was like, man, I'm just like, I can't even afford to pay for this anymore. So my friends who there's like a Walmart version of like their own like cell line. It's called like Family Mobile, and they told me they swear by it. I'm like, all right. And it was only like $50 a month. You could bring your own phone. It's like, and so I did the whole thing. I got the own SIM kit. I bought the service plan, and then I did the whole thing. I transferred my number from T-Mobile there. I was like, all right, great. I put in the SIM card. The phone does not work. I'm like, what the fuck? And so I put a different SIM card because it comes with like two. And I come to realize later, one's for like Verizon phones and others for like T-Mobile phones, kind of like stuff like that. And so I put in the T-Mobile SIM kit, and then like now my like phone works, but like I'm not getting any service, and like I'm trying to activate it for like what the fuck's going on. Come to find out next day, my phone is locked. I thought because I bought it after our old manager, shout out Mike, and he gave me under the impression that this phone was unlocked, so I never even bothered to check if it was that was the case or not. So when I did this, I looked. There's like a little there's a little area in your general about settings on your iPhones that'll tell you like SIM lock or anything like that, and that's exactly what I had. And I'm like, well, fuck me. So the last couple of days I've been like phone service because I was like waiting until we got paid today to like go to a T-Mobile to figure out what we can do. And I was looking no more in research, and I'm probably just gonna go back on T-Mobile and just go with like a really cheap plan because I saw they have a bunch of cheap ones. I'm like, all right, cool, let's do that.
You know what, man? You know how like everyone like puts Verizon on this pedestal? Like I've noticed it's not really all that, but there have been like maybe 2-3 times where I've noticed like some people say like their service is shit. I'm like, oh, mine's pretty fine.
Yeah.
So I guess that kind of reminds me like, yeah, I got Verizon, but for the most part, I don't think it's that much of a difference. I don't know. Maybe I just got to go out to the desert or something and I'll get better service. I don't know. Or maybe it's just me where I just have shit luck. Yeah. That always happens where like some people have like the best things and it works good for them, but then when it comes to me, like shit doesn't work out that way.
I think that's right, but like because I remember people always talk shit about Metro PCS when I used to have it, and I'm like, that shit always used to work fine with me. I don't know, you guys are tripping.
Yeah, so I feel like with Verizon, it doesn't really have the same effect because at my mom's, how that area is just a fucking straight dead zone.
Yeah,
like I still don't have service over there with the Verizon.
That's crazy.
I'm like, come on, I know people that make the drive to Vegas and in the middle of nowhere and they have good service with Verizon. So what the fuck? I'm over here in the city and I still don't have service. Some bullshit.
That whole area just sucks.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's taking so long for a signal to get better over there. But when I move back, I need that shit to be it needs to be fixed because, first I got to make sure that the Verizon box even works for the internet over there.
Yeah.
Because it has to be like accepted in that area or whatever. And so I really hope that is the case. And then I hope once it's activated that it is working fast. Because last time when I was paying for, I think a Spectrum or AT&T.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Like,
you guys switched so many services because you were just fed up with everybody.
Yeah, it's fucking dog shit over there. Right over there in the borderline of Fontana Rialto. Fuck that area. Go move out of there if you're worried about cell service or anything.
That's facts though.
Because even when I go to get my haircut, dude, I'm waiting for Aiden to get his haircut, and like, bro, I got nothing loading. Yeah. I'm over here trying to check my parlays, and nothing's fucking reloading or refreshing. Same thing with YouTube videos. Can't even watch YouTube videos. It's just annoying.
You just watch whatever's on Netflix and others.
Yeah, in Spanish.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's 2024, man. What the fuck? Why isn't there good signal everywhere? Give me the cancer. Fuck it. I don't care.
For real, give me that. Remember when people were saying 5G used to will give people like cancer when it first came out? Or like it would fuck up with your brain waves. I'm like, shut up.
It just seems like everything, man. It's sad because I have seen a couple people like from AB, like they get cancer and shit. Damn. It's getting younger people nowadays, and it sucks because we do get those warnings and everything, but we just ignore it.
Yeah, we're just like, it's fine, it'll go away.
Yeah, maybe like even the phones, and I'm guilty as fuck. They say not to sleep with your phone next to your head, and I do that shit because if I don't, I ain't hearing none of those 10 alarms.
Same.
Yeah. So, how far spread out do you have your alarms? I have them like so I have a gap. Let's see. This is my structure of my alarms for the morning, and my girlfriend hates me for it. I haven't. 4 a.m., 4:10 a.m., 4:15, 4:20, 4:25.
Same, except my last alarm is like around 4. I have my phone here. What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, usually I like to have like the 10-minute gaps, but then once it gets to crunch time where, all right, you're pushing it, you got to put it like every like 3 to 5 minutes.
So I have one like at 4, then 4:05, 4:09, 4:15. I mean 4:14. Then my last one is like 4:18 because I normally gotta be out at the house by that time to go come scoop you up.
By what time?
Like 4:18. If I go anytime past 4:20, I'm like I either got to haul ass or I might get here a little late.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like because I have to hit the 210 no later than like 4:30 because I can get here like in 10 minutes.
Is the 210 quicker or 15 or the 10?
Just to get to work or
To me.
I'd say the 210. I think so. It's because you're right there, right off the exit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, isn't the 10 kind of the same though? If you go from like,
or
is the 10 more filled with cars?
the 10, yeah, the 10's way more filled with cars. I
Mm-hmm.
like. There's always this little traffic area just before the 15, so I know it hit that just to even get on the 15 and get to you. But at least with the 210, it's just smooth sailing. I'm just going new. And then it kind of gets a little congested, like in the intersection to get on the 15. But other than that, it's like smooth sailing.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, taking the 210 it used to be at least a big difference. Nowadays, I feel like, yeah, some days it is cool, but it's getting jammed with traffic too.
Oh yeah, last Friday after we left the recording podcast, I was going back home and I was like that, that little turn to go onto the 210 off the 15.
Yeah.
I could just see it like slam with cars. I was like, no. I was like, I want to go home already.
Yeah, all these accidents, dude. It's always causing traffic jams. Fucking cars exploding, catching on fire. Charles Johnson. Yeah, man. No, I remember watching those videos. Thank God we don't have this type of weather in California where it's literally like rains. No, well, we do get rainstorms, but crazy snowstorms. I think I seen videos from Texas when it gets like really bad, huge traffic jams, big rigs, and they all like collide into each other and just explode and shit. Like I've seen multiple videos like that.
That's so crazy to me because I'm like, I thought Texas was be like a hot state, but I guess like mad cold. Like there's like because I'm like Texas is a big ass state, so there's like different like just terrains and like little like environments.
Mm-hmm. I want to experience the New York weather because apparently they do get all seasons as well. But obviously when it gets cold over there, it gets real cold.
Yeah.
But they say like fall over there is like the best.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Fall over there or somewhere in the Midwest. But I think I want to try New York for Halloween. I want to do like a different state for Halloween one time.
That'd be tight.
Like go somewhere where there's like cool big festivals or whatever.
New Orleans? Nola?
I don't know. It's haunted over there. I'm scared.
Hey, that's what be fire. Hey, so what? The other day I had like a haunted dream nightmare. I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't even watching no scary movies. Because normally that happens when I watch like a scary movie or something. Because then like I'm not scared, but like just watching scary things, like it'll input my brain into like thinking like scary thoughts. And I was like, had this weird nightmare. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, I didn't even recall seeing anything scary.
I think I never really had dreams, and for whatever reason, when I was starting to live here, I would get a lot more dreams. I don't know if it's because living here or maybe it's from getting more sleep.
Maybe
because I guess I feel like when we would work on music and everything, I would go to sleep late, and I barely have any time to even like fully shut down my body and my brain.
Yeah.
And now that I have all the time, like I'm having more dreams.
That's good though, man.
And it'll go from dream to dream to dream. And then even the one dream where you died.
Shut on me.
Yes. I wonder how you died. I don't remember that
That's
part.
The thing. You have vivid memory of the dream for like the first 30 seconds after you wake up, and then slowly you just start forgetting like most of it. And I'm like, fuck, because you like sometimes like you dream like something interesting, something weird, like yo, I gotta tell a homie, or I gotta tell my girl about this, and then as you start talking to them, like you start forgetting more and more about the dream. Like no, it sounded cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna start writing down my dreams if anything.
Dream
if
journal?
it's something cool, big or noteworthy, because yeah, I remember like when I told you about that one, like I told you like mad late, and I already forgot the details and everything. But yeah, I thought my boy was gone, but I woke up and I was like, all right, cool, he's on his way, pick me up.
On my way.
Damn, that's gonna be trippy though. Like one of the homies dies, because I see so many stories online, like young people our age dying, couples dying our age. I'm just like, fuck, man. Like it's super like, it's super. It's like a numb feeling seeing it on the news, but once it happens to our group, it's crazy. It's just like I can't even imagine like life without the homies. You know.
Like I can't even fathom it. Shout out Jonathan. No, but for real though, it's just like because we see each other pretty frequently, even if it's just recording or just hanging out. So when you like that person that's just part of your life is just gone. Like how do you I don't know, like, I can't fathom it. Like when I do, I'm like, how am I gonna feel? Like, am I gonna cry? Like obviously I'm gonna cry, but like how, like what kind of devastation? Because I'm gonna be devastated, but like what kind of level am I gonna be at?
Yeah, because for sure, like I think at least there's a lot of family that we probably would feel it less compared to our friends.
Yeah, of course.
Because we see each other so much. You know, we've gone through a lot together.
I personally have a couple family members that kick rocks, so I.
Me too now. But yeah. So that does always trip me out though. Like low key. Man, I don't know what it is, bro. But like, have you ever had that thought where you kind of want to die to see who cares?
Yes, dude. And it's not just us. I've asked other people about this, and then because I don't ask people like, oh, have you ever thought of killing yourself? But I've always, but they said I don't thought. Because I just asked randomly, and they're like, I don't think that, but I think about what would happen if I died. How would people react?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I think a lot of people think about that.
I just want to see people's true colors. See who really cares. See who really puts in the effort to do certain things.
Yeah, who's gonna come to my car wash, man?
Yeah, who's gonna? Never mind. Oh man, I think I want to make my video for the memorial thing, the funeral service.
Yeah.
I want to make the video because I want to make it like filled with dark humor.
I do too. I've always thought about like, because I'm like, you know what, tomorrow's never promised. I always like kind of wanted to bring around like the idea of just not like a wheel video, but just like some like last thoughts, because people are always gonna want to like say, oh, what is the last thing? And I've always thought of like doing that, but I'm like, man, I feel like that's just too morbid to do. So I was like, I never get around to doing it. But I'm like, wow, I could die tomorrow, and then all of a sudden I never did it.
I think I'll do it like if I get old and I can already see it coming, kind of.
That's true.
Like once I hit like the age 50 or 60, I already know like any day, like anything could happen.
Yeah.
At least right now while we're like kind of young, I don't really want to plan for that because first of all, I'll look stupid. I'll look like mad young making the video for like that's not even gonna get released for like 20, 40 years later.
Yeah, that'd be funny. I was like, have you ever considered about wills already? Like,
Wills?
what are you gonna do with your stuff?
I mean, I ain't got shit, but I guess my car and all the music gear. I mean, you keep the music gear. You keep the camera too. My car. I mean,
no, because I personally have thought about it. I'm like, fuck, if I die, I'm like, fuck, I might just take all the projects out the computer, just go on without me, man.
Yeah, the same thing for you. I mean, we've always told each other that if one of us dies, that keep the project going. I don't give a fuck. Keep the name going. Also, I wonder if it will like reciprocate like well towards the audience though, because I feel like when bingo players one of the members died, like people stopped caring kind of about the project. It didn't feel the same.
It took. I feel like people came around eventually, but yeah, it wasn't like completely the same.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you remember that one girl when we were walking the Nocturnal and she was talking about the bingo players?
Yeah.
What did she say?
She said, what happened to the other guy?
Yeah, I was like, bitch, he died. And I was like, damn, how dumb you gotta be to think about that.
Oh my god, man.
And then, but that's crazy. Like people, but that's just like people go to see people and they don't like really know the artist like that.
Oh, dude, I think okay, so it was a conversation between the guy and girl, and then she asked what happened to the other guy, and the other guy he didn't say that she died or he died. He gave her an answer, but it's pretty much saying like, oh, I don't know, maybe he's like sick or something, or maybe.
Oh, yeah, because it was just something like, how do you not know this? Everyone knows this who passed away like years ago already.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's just a lot of like, what are they called? General ravers or whatever. Like,
yeah. But I will say during that time, because I remember, I think he had like a hype man, like always like going playing with him at sets.
Was he? Oh, was he?
Yeah, I remember bingo players had like this hype man.
I remember Afrojack, but I don't remember bingo players. Oh, you know what? I think they did do that for a little bit. Then they stopped. Remember Yellow Claw had that one black dude?
Busy?
No, the other dude. He was like bald.
Was this after Busy?
Right after Busy, literally for like a good year or two.
You know what? I can't remember, but that's probably because I probably blocked him out.
Crazy. He wasn't as like talkative as Busy though. But that would be crazy. I wonder what type of influence Busy had on Yellow Claw for like the music direction.
Yeah, because like it's at this point, like, like it was just a hype man. Like he was just, he for sure didn't DJ.
He does know how though.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, of course he does. He does a lot of dance hall stuff. He didn't. I don't think he really had much to produce, or maybe he did in the earlier days. But maybe they just, I don't know. Like I feel like I still don't understand why like they broke off. Like, they had a really good thing going, and all of a sudden they.
Well, Busy's I think his like vague answer was to spend time with family, to do like domestic stuff only.
He did have a brand new son at the time.
Mm-hmm. So that could be it. And now Niels has a son.
That's crazy, bro. I didn't even know he had a girl, bro.
I think they got married actually.
Damn, those guys keep their like private life private, bro.
Yeah, and then the branding's kind of like filled with like girls and stuff.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Well, I guess if you meet your partner after the fact that you've already built that brand, it's kind of like they should know what they're getting into. Kind of type thing. They should be understanding. I mean, I'm pretty sure she went to a lot of the shows too.
Yeah. What if we've seen her and we just didn't realize that was her?
Maybe, but I don't know. I think I would have recognized her because he has posted her.
Oh.
Yeah, and she doesn't really look familiar. But and then Jim, he's like a movie director. He has a movie I think on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it. I've been wanting to watch it, but I think it's like a foreign language, so hopefully it like resonates with me a little bit better. Because sometimes like I have like a hard time like connecting with those foreign films.
Yeah.
Like the what's that one, Parasite? I haven't really watched it yet because I don't have a feeling I'm not gonna like it.
I mean, I won an Oscar for like best movie, but it makes sense because people are a lot of saying it was a good movie, but there are some social cues and just jokes that they're jokes, but because if you're Korean, you'd understand it, like how the stupidity of it. But because like we're American, we don't like realize, we'll just take it at face value, so we don't get it. That's like satire. And there's like, I guess that's a couple times like that happened during the movie that people like from America just didn't get it because it's more of a Korean thing. Like,
so they did like one of those voiceovers. What is it called?
No, it was all in Korean, but like you could still like it was just like vague. It wasn't like crazy scenes like that. It was just vague enough where like if you were Korean, you knew what the hell they were talking about, but if it didn't like really affect the story too much.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. I kind of want to watch it, obviously because it won an Oscar.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know. I'm not really too big on Oscar-winning movies anyway. Like a lot of the movies that win those, I don't really care about.
Yeah. I mean, it's always like a written fact. If Christopher Nolan has made a movie, that's always going to be an Oscar-nominated movie. That one movie with Emma Stone, like she won like Best Actress for it as like Poor Things, and I heard it was good, but like it didn't even look interesting to me.
Yeah, I don't like those type. I don't like the old like ancient times movies, like shit like that. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Benchwarmers though. Me pull up Benchwarmers. I'll love the shit out of that.
Hell yeah.
Blades of Glory.
Sometimes I wish there was like this device that like will make you forget you ever watched like something, so you can rewatch it for the very first time. And I'm like, fuck. Because when I remember, for example, like when I first saw Benchwarmers, there are very many times where I almost peed myself laughing.
Yeah, that's the one thing I do miss for sure. Like going into movies as a kid is like those are like your natural reactions, like just laughing at the dumbest shit,
like
or just like kind of just like not thinking deep about movies or like behind the scenes. Because nowadays you get a lot of secrets told on YouTube about like stuff that went behind the scenes or accidents that happened in the movie. And it's just like it kind of like kills it in a sense where it's just like, oh man, I just wish I didn't really find that out because now I'm never gonna look at the movies the same anymore.
Yeah.
But also there's times where it's just like I knew I wasn't tripping. Like so when the Mummy came out and The Rock was all CGI'd and Scorpion, at the time watching it, I was like, what the fuck is this? But I was like a kid. So I was like, okay, well, I mean, I guess that's just the style they're going for. But nah, it was just ass. Like they just were trash at that shit. It was trash CGI.
So they they didn't mean for it to be that bad. It just came out bad.
Pretty much.
That's crazy.
Like it wasn't. Well, I don't know. I don't know their intentions or the effort they put into the CGI, but from what it seems is like Mummy was like one of the biggest franchises at the time.
Yeah.
And for them to give out that piece of shit CGI when there's like better out there already.
And up until that point, like there are other parts in the movies where like the CGI was like great. Like, where like the guy's like scarab was coming out of his face and stuff. Like that looked awesome. Like it looked totally believable. So when you just see like that, just stupid. Like that should look like out of a PS2 game or
Yeah,
PS1
yeah,
game.
yeah, exactly. So that's why that's why there's other movies that came out at the time and you see that what CGI can be and it's just like you get that shit.
Yeah,
So at the time, like I was saying, when I was a kid, I was like so confused at what the fuck that was. And then nowadays on all those like top 10 worst CGI scenes from movies, that one always makes it like in there, you know what I mean? And
it was
so
that bad.
and same thing with like Spider-Man 3, like apparently it was an ass movie and then when I was watching those Spider-Man movies when I was a kid, that was
Oh,
like
they're
my favorite
great.
fucking
Yeah.
one. That's the one I watched like every single day.
I
So,
do remember it was a long movie. It was like probably like the longest
yeah.
of the three. So there were like times where I'm like, I did kind of check out for a bit because there were times where I'm like, I don't remember this scene, but then I remember I just didn't pay attention.
Yeah, well, even like the CGI on there, it was like a little funky, and, and at the time, like I said, I just brushed it off. So it is funny how that shit works. And then nowadays we got all the bad CGI because they're over here making all these edits and changes and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I just want that innocence again, that ignorance of everything going on around you.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, literally, because there's like even situations where it's like, damn, these people are beefing. I had no idea all this time. Or
Yeah.
like, damn, this fool's doing drugs. I had no idea. I thought he was just crazy.
Yeah, it's funny. Like you don't realize till after the fact, or you're like, he was an asshole. Like, what do you mean? I never caught that. Like, yes.
I was like, oh, what? He was cheating? Oh, they were fucking each other up every day? The fuck? Yeah. There's a lot of stuff I've learned about the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's just like, damn, I never realized. Like when I remember one time I caught the homie's dad, his fat ass pinky nail.
Damn, what the coke nail?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I was like in 6th grade. So like I just thought this fool just didn't like to clip that nail for some reason.
Yeah.
And then you find out what it's for. There's that one saying where it's like, oh, when you get older, you realize everyone does coke. So it's like,
funny.
damn. The more you know, because there's just when you're a kid, you think that person's just like a grown up kid. You know what I mean?
Think about how many of your like crazy uncles at a party like acting a little too wild is because he was just yacked out. Think about it, and you don't even realize it.
Well, now that I know, probably 3. Yeah, now that I know. But no, sometimes in your family you realize like someone disappears for a while and then you never really get an answer why.
And then it was like, oh, they're in jail. I'm like, what?
Well, yeah, but the thing is you don't find out till like 10 years later.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah, or like some family members that used to be like super into gangs and stuff, like gang affiliated. I'm just like, I swear I never knew any of this history. So I guess it's either the internet or the older generations are just really good at hiding things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's probably a bit of both, honestly.
Because back then, you would never get that information. But then when people are talking more frequently, people are sending texts, people are sending messages or exposing each other online.
Yeah.
You have more platforms to go and spread information like that. So that's what I've experienced at least. And I don't know. I kind of want. Man, that's the thing that sucks about having a podcast.
Yeah.
It's just like you have like so many things that can be good to be revealed online, but it would kind of like cause some conflicts within your family.
Of course. So I mean, the statute of limitation, like you gotta wait a couple years, and then all right, I think this is a good time to air it out.
Oh yeah, I'm airing everything out. So if you guys want to stick around till we're like on episode 3000, you'll get all the best stories of my life.
Because at that point, like that happened, I'm like, yeah, what we do now? That was like years ago.
Facts. But that kind of reminds me though. I don't know if you watched FFM. No, podcast FFM.
No, I don't think I have.
On this one, so Mike Malek from Impulsive, he went on to Jeff's podcast, and they have a friend named Ryan, not Ryan Garcia. Ryan, he's like a comedian kind of. He's not like a stand-up comedian, more so like the content creation, humor stuff.
All right.
And he makes a lot of videos with Charlie's. And so Ryan's dad, he had passed away 2 months ago, and he usually calls in on the pod. Like he has like a little segment.
Yeah.
And Mike was one of the guests, and so he's a frequent guest, by the way, Mike. So they're kind of like they have like their chemistry and all that, but also their camaraderie because he's kind of like Mike's kind of like those guys that is like the easy person to poke fun at because he's old. He's pretty easy to pick apart.
Yeah, he did. He was a big druggie. He
Stuff like that. So
his toes.
So I guess sometimes the diva or the diva in him comes out sometimes, but also at the end of the day he does mainly have like good parts about him.
Yeah.
But every now and then you slip up, you kind of show your bad side, and he does that pretty frequently. But what makes up for it is his charm and all that. And anyway, so 2 months ago, Ryan's dad had died, and the thing that's hard is he's kind of like David, where he always just makes things jokes, so you can't really tell when he's being serious or not.
Yeah. So
he was making kind of like a joke about it and like pretending like he's doing drugs on the Passion of Christ book movie cover. and so Mike kind of like made a little joke to go along with the joke like vibe going around.
Yeah.
And but then he was about it. They were kind of saying, "Oh, well, we don't have to talk about your dad if we don't want to." And I guess Mike had said, "Oh, I actually have a hard out at 3:30." So a hard out means like, "Oh, at this time, like I gotta go, like that's it, you know."
Yeah.
And so, pretty much, Ryan always had this anger about it, but never talked to him about it. He was saying like, "Oh," he was saying like, "Oh, okay, well, we can talk about it when you have time," or something along those lines. And
yeah.
Like, oh, and so they never talked about it. So all this time, Ryan had these feelings about Mike, and then finally, yesterday, Jeff had a live stream, and I guess this past week, Mike's dog had died, like a long time dog.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those where it's like gut wrenching. I think he had it for like 10, 13 years, and so Ryan calls in, and they're kind of like saying he's kind of poking fun at it, and he's poking fun at Mike, and then they're saying like, "Oh, chill on him, he just lost his dog. He's not really in the best of moods." He's, "I don't give a fuck about that dog. he didn't care about my dad." And then they're just going back and forth and yelling at each other, and one thing led to another, and they cross lines. And then Mike just grabs the fucking table and flips it, and you just see the mics just fucking. And these are the SM7Bs.
Oh gosh, those are expensive.
Yeah, so he flips the table on the desk and he walks off and he like throws something else down on the floor. And they're like so confused. They're like, "Is this like a bit or something? Like, are you guys being serious?"
Yeah.
And obviously, yeah, they were being serious. And that it just reminded me that like, fuck, man, you can't do shit online. Like, and we're not built for this live streaming shit either. Like,
no,
like we're gonna say so many things that we'll get canceled for. Like that's everyone in general though, because everyone always slips up, especially nowadays. Like anything is fucking cancelable. But
ain't no one perfect. And when you're in the podcast game, eventually people can't be cookie. Like, they can't be clean. They'll just say some random shit like, "Oh, my bad."
Yeah, and it sucks because I really do want to get to that point where I have to do we could do like no editing.
Yeah,
but it's just hard. It's just hard to do that in general with anything, really. Like if we were to do the IRL stream, like I don't know, man, it'd just be no good.
Oh God.
It'd be funny to see, though. I mean,
yeah,
because you really think about it. Well, you got to be at a certain level to give less fucks, because then it's a little bit harder to like bring your whole fan base down with you. Like to turn your whole fan base off from you, it takes a while for that, or it takes a lot to do that too. And especially we're getting to a time now where kind of being canceled is like over with. You only get canceled if you're doing something like against the law, really.
Yeah.
Outside of that, it's a lot of things are forgivable with time.
I'd say so. I mean, like, look at Logan Paul friggin' with the whole Japan shit.
Yeah, obviously you do some things that it's frowned upon. It's kind of like the unspoken rule.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you could come back from it if you really want to. But only like those law breaking things where it's like child predators or like pedophile or sexual assault, stuff like that. It's like kind of hard to come back from. Although Chris D'Elia, I mean, those were just accusations?
Yeah, I don't think everyone really went to court, but it really did damage his career for a cool minute.
What about Dan Schneider? What happened with that dude?
The guy from Nickelodeon? I mean, I don't know. There's been tons of people like call like
He never went to jail, huh?
no, they're like, but there's like tons of a bunch of stories like outing him, like saying he's a creepy guy and this and that. But there's never anything where like anything got brought up to like to a criminal case or anything like that.
That's crazy. Like you would think there's some type of evidence for him.
Yeah.
Same thing with Drake Bell, and then I guess have you seen the thing going around where he kind of like is expressing how that's happened to him before, sexual assault?
And then I'm like, I could believe it. I guess like all the crazy shit that was happening at those Nickelodeon shows. You never know.
Yeah, shout out Amanda Bynes. She's going a little crazy right now.
And
Man, no. That big ass heart right here.
I know. I remember one time there was this girl in my school. Her name was Amanda, and so me and her were friends, and not at first, but so my annoying ass would always just sing the theme song to her.
Amanda.
Yeah, and then eventually she got actually like butthurt about it and like got her older brother on me to basically like stop doing that.
For real?
Yeah, like basically like he like punked me and I'm like I was like in maybe second grade and he was in fifth. I'm like, bro, come on, it was just a joke.
You see Lindsay Lohan's back to acting?
She is?
Yeah, she's acting. I think it's in a show or a movie. It just came out, or it either just came out or it's coming out. I think on Netflix.
I know. Have you you know Matthew Coma, right? The EDM singer.
Mm-hmm.
You know how he's like married to Hillary Duff and they have kids and shit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they've been like married for like years, and this was like, he's lucky a G because he trolled like, it might have been like their wedding anniversary or her birthday or something. And he basically like he put like an Instagram story like I wanted to shout out to all the man that saved my girl out of the waters. Thank you guys. You guys rescued her from like, like drowning and stuff. And it's just like he just put like like not a screenshot, but like just 10 pictures of like random ass dudes, whether if it's an ex or from movies of her like getting like helped out of the water. And then she goes in the comments like, really, Matthew, really? And everybody's fucking cracking up. Like this was a G.
Crazy. All these Nickelodeon stars is crazy. They're all like grown ass people now, and even Shia LaBeouf. Some people were recording him at Disneyland with this kid. It's so awkward.
Yeah,
it's like you're just following around some celebrity. Like they can't even just enjoy themselves.
He's the one guy where like for the longest time like he could do no wrong in my eyes, and he was just being
bro. Same. I don't know what it is with him, but maybe it's the Even Stevens thing or something. Just ever since then, I've been like a super fan. Like anything he's in, I gotta watch.
Yeah.
Or like and saying like I just want nothing but the best for this dude. Sometimes he makes it hard. I'm always gonna give him the benefit of the doubt though. Like he's not crazy.
He just does crazy things sometimes, and I'm like, he's a good boy. All right, yeah, sure. He got himself blasted head to toe for one movie that wasn't even that great.
Yeah, I mean, bro, it's fucking crazy. Like, just these people are on top of the world, and out of nowhere, it's just all taken from them. Like the whole, like how people perceive them, it just changes overnight.
Yeah.
Like I think with him specifically, it was that the bag over the head. I'm not famous anymore.
Yeah, that's just funny.
And then now you got Ryan Garcia just talking like crazy shit.
Oh my god, that was crazy.
And I don't know if you've seen that podcast with the Bobby girl.
Yeah.
You watched it all?
I saw clips of him though. I didn't see the whole thing.
It's so like unbearable, man. It was really unbearable. It's just like the whole episode is it's pretty much him trying to play her game but against her. But he's doing it like it's so forced, it's so annoying. She can ask her or bring something up and he will like just completely ignore that and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So like, bro, like it's hard to watch, hard to listen to. You wonder what the fuck is going on with this dude. Like, I guess we're gonna wait till after the fight to see if he keeps up all this shit up. And it's coming up soon, so hopefully I don't know. I'm just kind of getting tired of it.
Me too,
tired of
bro.
seeing it. It's like, bro, like there are so many better ways to go about this. And yeah, you're just making yourself look crazy, and it's gonna be unreversible damage.
As Antonio Brown would say, CTE ESPN.
Yep.
That was funny. At this point, this was just a character.
Yeah, I think he's owning his part now, his role. But also, I think he just is really crazy at this point.
Yeah.
What about Ryan? Do you think he's really crazy, or do you think like...
I don't know, man. I feel like maybe he has like a bipolar disorder, and because you remember that big dude Doughboy?
Mm-hmm.
He was on All in That. So he was on the No Chaser podcast, and he was like off social media for like a cool year, almost 2 years. Like he was like AWOL, and then he went back on No Chaser, and he was basically saying I got diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and one of the symptoms is like people would just be in manic episodes where they're like low key just kind of acting wild and crazy for no reason, and then like they'll act depressed like the next one, and it's like it's just like a lot of crazy shit that happened to him. So maybe that's what's happened to him. He just doesn't want to go get diagnosed, or he probably just took one too many punches to the head,
Mm-hmm.
or he just on drugs. I don't know, man. I don't know because it's not normal behavior because he wasn't like this before.
I know exactly. That's why I'm like tripping out. Like, what the fuck happened to you? I don't know. I do they drug test? They should drug test for boxing, right?
They drug test.
So I mean, I would hope that I would hope that they test frequently enough to where like he's not on drugs. Because that's the one thing is just like if he is really like coked out or doing other shit, then obviously it's like all right, you can't really defend that. But if he's just like really like not right in the head, which I'm thinking it is, but I really hope it's not that. I'd rather him be on drugs, honestly, right now,
Yeah,
because you could get off of it.
yeah,
But
like
that mental shit is like, all right, now you're kind of completely fucked.
yeah. There's a whole process to it. You probably gotta go therapy and like take drugs, maybe like prescribe drugs.
Yeah, it sucks, man. Our kind, the raza,
Yeah,
it's not a good look.
no.
And then we got Oscar, same shit, not a good look.
I mean, he's just a cokehead. He's just
Cokehead, those fake abs, those shit's like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, bro, you crazy, bro. You had abs. Why would you do that?
I heard you could get those abs for like $2,000 in some countries.
That's crazy. Or you can get them spray painted like in like that movie.
300.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm down for the plastic abs. Let's go over there, get a little quick and easy. Girls can get BBLs. Why can't we get plastic?
I know you
abs?
can get like calves, like artificial calves.
I'd be scared of that though. Those shits might pop.
Yeah.
Or I don't know how it works, but I would assume it's gonna pop. You know who really is strong? Those fucking rock climber dudes, like the
Fuck yeah, bro. They got like this
crazy upper body strength.
Yeah, they have like specific core and like arm, just specific tiny muscles that more people don't normally work out, but they do because they are using those muscles for climbing and stuff. Like there's this one dude that all he does is like he doesn't rock climb, but he just free climbs like skyscrapers and shit.
I'm scared of that shit though.
I am too, and like he's like recording him on a GoPro, and like he like either like he'll get all the way to the top, or he like this one I saw where he just does at a dead end already. So he's like, all right, I guess I gotta go back down. But you see it, and you see like his like view, and I'm like, bro, how do you not have like vertigo? Like I would like, and like he even tripped almost because like people aren't meant supposed to be climbing like the areas he's supposed to be climbing, so it's not the sturdiest. And so there was like aluminum like sheet thing that he was using for steps, and one of them kind of just broke off, and I'm like, he almost fell. I'm like, bruh. You still want to do this? And he's just having a blast the whole time.
Are you talking about like those TikTok videos where people they have like the GoPro on and they go to like the edge of like the super towers? What's that? Super towers?
No, but
skyscrapers.
They do those guys too, but no, these guys. This guy like specifically, all he does is just free climb skyscrapers.
Yeah, because I seen those videos where I think there's like the corner of the roof.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the top part where it's like you go walk on it cuts off, but that corner it still has like bars, and they'll walk like on the bar and just fucking do like a backflip. They like do some stupid shit like that.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, all right, like GG's no reason if you fall off, bro. That's on you. That's your risk.
Yeah, I have no pity or remorse for those people. Like you. People just fuck with shit that they really shouldn't be, like those people that go into caves and tunnels and shit.
Oh, and they get stuck.
Yeah,
that's like one of my worst
no.
fears. Like going spelunking. I think it's called like spelunking, and they just go too deep, or like they get stuck, and they just like people have died. Like they just don't know how to get out. Like they just like they're trapped in there.
Yeah, like it gets so tight to where they can't even move their arms or legs. They're stuck like that, and you gotta like use your fingertips or like squirm like a little worm.
Bro, I'm literally getting claustrophobic. And I don't really get claustrophobic like that, but when I just see situations like that, I'm like, no, I'm okay.
Yeah, sometimes I get stuck in those TikTok binges where I'm watching a bunch of people going into those caves, and I've seen like some like documentary style ones where they kind of like it sucks because they clickbait me where they say like, oh, this person dies, and then I go in the comments and they say this fool didn't die. Like I think there was one where he did die though. Unless I'm wrong, but there's this one where this guy he went into one of those where it's like it's like a small little tight space,
Yeah.
and he has to go like a little tiny hill, and then you can't see it because of how closed in it is, but I guess on the other side it's a dead end. So he's
What?
tilted all the way down at the dead end, and his legs are up here,
Oh hell no.
and there's no room for his knees to move, and so he's trying his best to squirm back out. He has his people coming in and pulling him, and they can't pull him,
Oh god.
and finally they have to go get someone to, well, they have to go get help, and they bring like some type of truck with like a big rope,
Yeah.
and it goes all the way through, and they can't grab him, those stills, they can't get him out.
Damn.
So I may be wrong, but from what I heard on the video, that they pretty much just had to leave him and die.
That's crazy. You gonna leave a man to die? Like
They tried everything, bro, for like hours and hours and hours and hours.
crazy, bro.
They tried, and pretty much like when you're upside down for that long, you just start going numb in a lot of your body parts.
Yeah, like the blood starts pouring in your
Yeah.
head.
That's like a shitty way to die, but it's just like, why are you putting yourself in these situations?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like we're meant to like be on land. Like don't be going into like random places. It's just stupid.
Yeah. People, those types of people, they do it for the adrenaline rush. They all that. I don't know. I could never. Fuck that.
Dude, when I went to Six Flags this Sunday, like there were a couple of rides. I was like I went on Goliath. Like you know, it has like that one with like a super steep drop, and I was like low key like actually scared. I'm like, fuck, why did I get on this ride? Like I'm like getting too old for this. I had like low key, it was like half excitement and half like I'm like actually terrified. Like why did I get on this ride? Like I'm too old for this shit.
I wish I still got scared of rides. The only rides I don't do are the straight up and down drop.
Nah, me either. I can't do that, man.
Nah,
I get that weird stomach feeling. I'm just like, nope.
I feel like it's not even the stomach feeling for me anymore. It's just like literally my organs just shifting.
Yeah.
Like I feel it like bouncing, because I felt that with my head before. It's just like, I don't know. I don't like that feeling, because you know, like on the forklift, how I've mentioned before, where sometimes I'm in the trailer and I just unexpectedly, and so I feel like literally my heart hits my fucking bone or my chest or something.
I mean, there's a lot of kinetic energy just moving past you, so you just let things get moving.
So yeah, that's just why I'm not trying to feel on that ride, on those specific rides. I'll do like a shorter version of it, but not those fucking tall ass ones. But roller coasters, I have no fear anymore, and thank God, because I was scared for the longest, like maybe till I was like 10.
Yeah.
And for me, that's long. I don't know.
Yeah, no, like, I can't remember exactly when I stopped being scared of them, and they were actually like super fun to me. But there was like maybe like before 10 also, like I was just scared to ride. Like I did not want to get any roller coasters, specifically because I got on one way too early as a kid. I think it was maybe like 6 or 7, and I got on that Supreme Scream ride at Knott's Berry Farm. And I was a little ass kid. I had no business being on that shit. But my uncle's like, "Oh, come with me. You'll be good." I'm like, all right. And as we're getting up, I'm like, I can feel my heart, like, and I'm like low key on the verge of tears. I'm like, why did I get on this?
that's on you, because you could see the ride. You could see what it does. There's rides where it's inside a big ass like building, and you don't know what's gonna happen in there.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
Space Mountain or the Mummy ride. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen, so you just kind of go in with a blind eye.
Yeah.
But you knew what you were getting into, kind of.
You know what? Yeah, I was probably I was acting braver than I probably should have.
Yeah, because I know with at Disneyland, I got tricked into the Tower of Terror, and I fucking was crying my ass off. I didn't want to do it. Same thing with the Mummy ride. We get to, like, literally the whole line was chill, and then we get in. It comes time to get on the ride, and we sit down, and my cousin and I were just fucking crying, yelling, "Do we want to get off?" And we go on. And there's just been like a lot of situations like that. I guess if you don't, it kind of helps though, because I see like a bunch of other kids already like 12, 13, even 15 years old, and they don't want to get on the rides, like big rides, because they were never tricked into the rides. I think that's what it is. The easiest way to get out of that fear is to get tricked into it.
Yeah.
Especially Disneyland rides. All those are weak sauce. Six Flags is another story though. Knott's, I feel like, is a good middle ground. Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah.
It's like the good middle ground for if you kind of want to test out the waters with the big rides.
They have some, like, not as much as Six Flags, but they have a good amount of like cool roller coasters.
Yeah, that's like the middle ground. But Six Flags, that's where that's for the big boys.
Yeah.
Actually, I've only been there once though, man. The thing is, it's far.
It's only an hour away.
Nah, that's just longer than an hour.
Swear to God, bro. I thought the
check right
same
now.
thing. Hour 15. It's an hour 15.
Let me check. Cap.
It might be like a little longer now with traffic.
Nah, don't use that as an excuse. No, I'm just kidding. An hour 43.
Because of traffic.
Nah, without traffic, you're gonna mean to tell me 43
Bro,
minutes.
when
get
I went
shut
on
off?
Sunday, it was an hour and 15 minutes.
All right, maybe. I think an hour 30 on a good day, but we'll see. But no, I do want to go. That'd be cool to vlog with the boys. Maple Alley video.
Damn.
If you guys are watching this, fucking get prepared. Summertime, we'll go. Let's see. What viewers? If you guys leave a comment below if you watch Maple Alley, let us know what kind of videos you want us to do.
We're open to all suggestions.
Facts. Actually, speaking of that though, we can get into. I don't know if you've seen. I posted online for anyone that has any questions or anything they want us to talk about.
Did we get any responses from that?
On Instagram, we got 2, I think, and then on the other anonymous link, because everyone wants to be fucking anonymous. It was like a good almost 10, I think. We'll check.
Watch half of them be like, "Are you gay or do you like men?"
I know. I should have posted this yesterday though. I meant to, but I just forgot. All right, let's see. So, all right. So, worst fight you ever had?
Like in general or like between us?
Maybe she is talking about between us.
There, it's not a worst fight, but I'll say I know shame. It was on my end. This is when I was just really bad with like I was really getting burnt off the music stuff, but I was just terrible at communicating. So Mike's super understanding, but I wasn't telling him shit. So I just wasn't coming on some days, and I wasn't just telling him. So like me and him, like this is. Like when we set his time together, it's because we're gonna do it. So when we're not doing it, and then I'm telling him behind, he's like, he's basically like wasting a day. And I think I maybe did it one too many times to the point where he actually sent me a really long message where he was basically scolding me. And I'm not gonna lie, he was like, don't come for the rest of the week. And then like after the week,
did I say that?
Yeah, he's like, bro, just don't come for the rest of the week. I was just like, we'll meet up next week. And I'm like, all right. And I felt really bad because I was like, as I got that text, I was outside your house already. I'm like, fuck. So I ended up driving home all sad.
Crazy.
But it was for sure like on my end. Like I wasn't letting you know like, hey, I'm not gonna come over or anything. I just wasn't showing up, and I wasn't really communicating like how like I was feeling or anything. So on your end, I'm just not showing up just because it doesn't look like I'm doing anything.
Well, you know what I think though? I think you kind of read that wrong because I think I said that to like in a sincere way. Like if you're going through some shit mentally, like take the week off.
Maybe. But in any case, I remember like coming back on the week, I was like, fuck, how am I going to talk to Mike again? But that's like, in my opinion, like the only time we've ever gotten in a fight. Like me and him don't get in the fights. Like we're best friends at the end of the day. Best friends first. Like we're just, like we've always come out with that mindset. So we've never like had any issues. Like if there was any issues, like we'll be straight up with each other. Like, hey man, there's this thing or that thing. And I think that's the key to any successful like business or partnership is just like being open and honest with somebody.
Yeah, and honestly, like I hold you and the rest of the guys to a brother standard.
Yeah,
where it's just like I expect this out of you guys. Sometimes we get disappointed, and that's why it's on us to like talk about it or bring it up or
Yeah,
that's the only way things get fixed, and that's the only way, like if we truly care about like being happy with each other or like if we care about keeping this shit going, you got to put in the effort to fix whatever problems are going on. But, no, I mean, yeah, we never really got into arguments or anything. The only thing is, like, whenever I talk to you about stuff, it's kind of just like when I see you...
basically like slacking off.
Kind of slacking off, but not even just with music, just like in life in general. Like,
yeah, but then
I want to see my boys, like, having their head in the right mindset.
Yeah, and like these guys have known me for like years, so they know when I'm down bad, and I'm not the one to like just tell people like, "Oh, I'm feeling this way," but they can see it. Like they know what's going on.
Yeah, I think anything we ever talk about, it should just be like looked at like, oh, they just want what's best for me.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it, at least.
Same.
Because obviously, I think Jonathan's brought it up. He says that I get mad, or not mad. I just kind of like him too aggressive or whatever.
Maybe like earlier when
I'm an
younger.
asshole. He says I'm an asshole.
When you're younger, I wouldn't say you had asshole tendencies. You were just it was just your way or the highway. But you've grown up to where like you don't see it that way. You're very like understanding now. Like you just if you or like you do this thing where like if you don't say something like If you don't like it, you're just gonna say nothing, or you're just gonna voice it, but you're not gonna say it like in an asshole way anymore. You're just gonna actually like take others' opinions now.
And you honestly, the person that fixed that is Kitty, I think, because I just obviously I got to deal with her, so it's just like I gotta fix that shit. But in general, like hearing everyone's shit, just like I'm tired of it, and I'd hate to be the person doing that to other people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think when I was younger, I was annoying. Now I look at all the shit I used to do, I think I was annoying. I probably still am. And then let me go off on why Modelo is a superior beer. I don't know about that one, man. It used to be.
I mean,
it's a superior beer when you're 21.
Yeah.
And then you start getting fat. And it's not so superior anymore.
I just hate how it makes me feel, man. Like I get bloated immediately off of just one. And I like the taste. If they could remove that bloatiness, and I'll just drink it all the time.
Like a 100-calorie beer, Modelo.
They have the Modelo Oros. They're okay. They're not that great.
Yeah. Usually when it comes to those types of beers, you can't go for the little subcategories of it, or like the healthier, the lighter versions of it, whatever. What the fuck? All right, so we got some. I think a couple of these are like the bot ones. Whereas I really like you. Are you looking to date anyone? You looking to date right now? unless someone's trying to troll and ask us that, because it's like two different variations of the same question.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what that's going on with that.
But are you looking to date anyone? I already have my bitch. I'm good.
I'm currently in talks with somebody.
All right. Create your festival or dream lineup.
I think we did that one time, like way back, in like one of the earlier episodes. I think we may have done that. If not, for sure, we've done it like just randomly on our own. I remember for a fact we would just do it randomly. Like we just write down like, oh, this will be like our dream lineups.
Yeah, if that's the case, go and fucking pay attention to our podcast. And then let's see. David said upcoming event for y'all, dream event that y'all would love to play at, Dream B2B.
Okay, well.
All right, so upcoming event for us, we're playing at the Avalon April 19th with Gesture and Ivar.
Just Junior.
And that's going to be a crazy event, sick-ass lineup, stacked from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And then a dream event that y'all would love to play at. Obviously, Tomorrowland and EDC. Those are like the main two for me, at least.
Yeah, same.
EDC is number one though, because it's just more of like a.
It means more to us because we've been there, we've been going for so long. You know,
it's the first festival that got us into raving. It's our first rave in general attending.
Yeah.
It's just the mother of all festivals in my eyes. Obviously, there's Tomorrowland though, which is just like craziness worldwide.
Yeah.
And then Dream B2B, I'd say, fuck, it always changes. I think we can never go wrong though with Valentino Khan, but I feel like we say his name a lot on this podcast. So what is an artist that we haven't mentioned?
Someone that's crazy with the DJ skills that actually would like throw me away.
For me, is Mac J back in his prime. Dream B2B. I feel like I love B2Bs with artists that play shit that I don't hear from anywhere else. Cause I hate being the artist, and this isn't like in a cocky way or anything, but I hate being the artist supplying the only like exclusive stuff. I hate when like the other artist is like playing the most generic set ever, and then the only thing that gets like a reaction is the stuff that we play.
Yeah,
and it's only because it's just like it's the crowd's first time hearing it. Or it's just like you're reading the crowd right, pretty much, and then the other DJ isn't really doing that. But not that we don't really do B2Bs to begin with, but so it's not like we're outing anyone. It's just like I would want that from a person we go B2B with. But B2B. You know what, man? I love all the 40s originals, so I would say 40.
40s?
40. FORTI.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you said 40. Yeah, man. Shout out him, man. Hey, man, come on. When we get that song working.
Yeah, facts. Gesture and 4B would be cool too, though. Oh,
Yeah.
like I want like a mega B2B, like how GTA 4B and
Valentino
Con, like that was sick as fuck.
That was one of the best BTVs I've ever heard in my
Yeah.
life. I don't think I was there, but
I was EDC Orlando.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck. But that live set,
That live set, it was fire. We need more of that. But yeah. And then let's see, what was the other one? Sliced oranges or peeled? I'm going peeled. Fuck the sliced shit.
Well, isn't essentially the same thing basically?
Nope.
Oh no, right. One's just
So people they have an orange and they cut it in fours.
peeled.
So I do the peeled where I'm literally peeling the orange and then I spread it apart one orange at a time.
Yeah, I like that way.
Yeah, because the ones that you cut, like when you're at playing soccer games, I feel like it just like it gets too wet all everywhere.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it like kind of burns right here from the tanginess from the
zest.
yeah.
No, yeah. I literally ate like 2 cuties like yesterday, and I was just peeling them off, and I'm like, man, these are great. I'm just like little opening, eating one at a time.
Dude, I would always try to. My mission when I'm peeling an orange is to do it all in one go.
Yeah. No, same.
And then go-to drink at a bar. Let's see.
Coors Light.
So me, because I'm just too lazy or I don't really care. I don't really have like a specific go-to like that. For beer, yeah, Coors Light or Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
And then for a mixed drink, I would say, like I said, just because I don't really give a fuck, probably an Adios because I know at least it would be strong.
Probably Palomas.
Yeah, Palomas actually, yeah.
Palomas are so tasty.
Oh, that one in Riverside was fire. The one we paid to get in.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because a lot of bars are free, but this one you gotta pay some bullshit.
Whack.
But their palomas were bomb. I think they had like watermelon too or whatever. Let me be third host. All right, hit us up. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe one day we'll get third host.
Yeah.
It'll be cool. I feel like dynamics between three is like a triangle. It kind of like you bounce off each other a lot, like more. There's like a third perspective of everything. I don't know if we get a third host. What are some requirements of that person? Like on the checklist.
Someone that we know of, like personally. I think it's just better like when you have.
What are we gonna do? Take applications from random strangers?
People do that. Like they'll just like if I hit up like, oh, who wants to be a third host, and like they'll just people do that. So obviously,
post on Craigslist.
I mean, they do that. They'll look for like different people that to go on their podcast.
All right. Well, what are some requirements then? So we got to know them.
They generally have to be like fuck with our scene. Like they kind of have to be like an EDM or just a little bit. At least just so they at least have an understanding like of what the hell we're talking about.
Facts.
I would say maybe a female, but
how do females do on podcasts? I feel like, unfortunately, they always get like the shit end of the stick when it comes to like fan bases. Like there's Kalila, there's what's her Nikki Blades.
Yeah, girls gonna be hating on that. That's crazy. That's sad.
I would. It's obviously not out of the picture. I would do it.
Yeah.
I would have a girl on, but I think.
Well, get your ass up.
I think what would work probably best is a guy. Maybe. I don't know. I'm open to it. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see when the time comes. So we'll get a third host. See what it is. If you guys got any suggestions, let us know.
They bring their own mic.
Yeah, bring your BYOM.
Yeah.
Did we have another one?
I think there's one more.
Oh no, that was it.
That was it.
The bar, third host, sliced orange and peel, create your festival or dream lineup. I will say about creating a festival, because that's always been like kind of like a little dream.
Yeah.
Is like having it like horror theme, like some type of like some
cool.
dark theme shit. And it would be cool, even though it's kind of already been done, is to do like the whole Blade recreate.
Like a blood rave?
Yeah, the blood rave. Something like that would be cool. But nah, I don't know. When I seen the pictures from Escape at Glen Helen, I was like, man, it would be so cool to have like an outdoor Halloween festival. But we don't really get that. So hopefully one day something like that happens out here in the IE or SoCal. But yeah, I think that's everything. I don't know if you got anything else you want to touch on.
Look, there's a possible third host right there.
Crazy.
No, I'm good, man. It's been a weird week, but you know what? Next week is beyond. So
Facts, man. I'm so excited. this weekend I'm going to Tijuana with my mom. Tomorrow's her birthday. Happy birthday, mom. Or
Happy
as
birthday, Metelelele.
yeah, the release date it would already have passed, but I guess since we are going to be since this is the last episode before Beyond, we're going to let you guys know that we are going to be vlogging this shit. We are going to be with DJ Johnny from previously PLP, but yeah, Johnny will be there. We're going to vlog with him. It's kind of a part of the Maple Alley video where the loser of Fantasy League has to take the winner out to any type of event, and he chose Beyond. So, because he wanted Hawaii, but fuck that shit, too expensive.
Yeah, so you convince him for Beyond, which is honestly even better.
Yeah, because I know his ass don't want to go to no Chargers game.
Yeah, he is the most Chargers fan I know.
And that's hard to be.
Yeah, and they already have like 2 people as a fan base.
Crazy. Yeah, well, all right then, guys. We'll see y'all next week. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Subscribe,
Yeah.
please. We actually just hit 200.
Really?
It ain't that much, but you know, hopefully we get to that 1K this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching again. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.